What is up, guys? Tech Hit Geek here. Got a review for you today. I got the review of the RX100M2. It's a Sony camera that I got a while back. And like I said, when I go on like trips or anything, I don't want to carry a big old DSLR in my opinion, but I like to carry a nice compact camera that get me the same type of quality as a DSLR. So let's go and get into this review. We're going to take a look at the hardware. If you take a look at this camera, it's a real sleek design, point and shoot camera with a Carl Zeiss lens, and the lens pointed out a little bit, so that's not really a big deal. Make your way around the camera itself. On the top here, you got your little shoe connector, and got your two microphones right on the side of them. You got your on and off switch, you got your shutter button, you got your zoom in, zoom out button, and you also have your mode dial right here on the top, so you can really get access to all your modes and features right there. And you got the little pop-up flash on the top as well. If you take a look on the right hand side, you got the HDMI cable and a multi USB cable. This is how you charge the camera. I was looking for like a charger for the cable, and with the camera when I first got it, and I couldn't find the charger, so I didn't realize this is how you charge the camera. So that's a little something to take notice. You take a look at the back of the camera, you got this 3-inch screen that's got true black colors. It's real sharp and real good detail as far as the screen. Now if you take a look at the movie button right there, designated movie button, had a menu button, and this is a directional pad mode where you can kind of rotate the wheel as well if you want to move a little faster when you navigating through the software. Look at the bottom, you got your little door where you can access the battery and the SD card, and this also uses those Sony PO dual stick memory slots as well, so if you still have those around, you can use this with this camera. Another added feature that's with this camera and not the regular RX100 is a tiltable screen now that you can kind of get your little shots. If you want to get an overhead shot, you want to look down and you want to get a perfect shot, you can kind of tilt the screen, and it's real sturdy as far as the quality of this tiltable screen. I really like it. It's real sturdy, so it don't feel like it's going to break on you. As far as the hardware goes, this is, like I said, it's a point and shoot camera, so it really gets the job done. If it's portable, you can take it anywhere you want to go. Just put it in your laptop bag or your book bag or any type of bag you're traveling with and just pack it up and go. Now I want to get into the little software feature of this camera. Now I'm real familiar with this software because of the DSLR have the Alpha 58 has the same software, so it was an easy jump for me, but it's real easy to navigate. If you go through the menu itself, everything's pretty much self-explanatory as far as how you want your pictures, what format you want your pictures in, like in RAW or JPEG. You also choose how you want the movie mode to play. If you want it to play in 24 frames per second to get that real cinematic look, or 60 frames per second, you get the more smoother look. And this also records in AVC HD. It's basically if you're in a moving type of situation where you're at a park or a field or you're running or something like that, it'll be real smooth and seamless as the video plays. I said this software is pretty simple. If you ever owned a Sony camera that's recently came out, it's pretty much the same software when it comes to Sony. Sony usually sticks with the same software that works for them. They don't really change too much as far as software. Comes with software where you can kind of change the effect on your pictures as you like. Pretty much every camera nowadays has the camera effect where you can change the background to a certain way, or any type of camera mode you think of. This camera pretty much has this in stock, so I really don't have to go over those features. This camera has a unique feature where it has built-in Wi-Fi NFC, so if you want to take some pictures with this and put them on your Instagram or your Facebook, you can just easily do that with NFC if that's built into your phone, and just connect them, and you just simply just tap a button and it'll transfer that picture onto your phone. Also with the built-in Wi-Fi, you can put this thing on a tripod and record yourself while looking into your phone. If you take a look at this feature right now, I'm showing you right now, you can see the feature that you can control this camera yourself with your phone, because it's a built-in, it's not an app. The app you got to download from the Play Store or the App Store. Camera allows your phone to be a viewfinder for you, so if you ever want to take a complicated picture but you can't really stand right there because it's an awkward place for you, you can just use your phone and place this camera where you need it to be and record and take your pictures from right there. I have this mode wheel right here on the lens itself where you can kind of change the aperture settings or the zoom. If you don't want the automatic zoom because it makes the noise, you can have this manual zoom right there. It kind of gives you more control over your pictures and features of things you want to do with this camera. As far as the hardware and the software with this camera, the one thing that really impresses me about this camera, it has a 1-inch sensor in it. It's a 20.2 megapixel sensor in it, so this takes really good pictures and video as far as the quality of them. Connector on the top of this camera allows you to use a external viewfinder, external flash, or external microphone, so if you want to make your production just a little bit better. I want to get into the picture and video quality of this camera. That's pretty much one of the main reasons why I got this camera. Is just like I said, when I go on out with my son to a museum or a park or something like that, I want to carry a big old DSLR, in my opinion. I like to take something compact that just give me the same type of quality that a DSLR can give me with this camera right here. If you take a look at some of the pictures I'm about to show, I took a trip to the Academy of Natural Science with my son. I just want to show you some of the picture quality that this camera can produce. Now, if you look at some of these pictures, it's like real clear and real sharp, and some of these pictures can be a little bit disturbing. Like, you think I might be at a zoo, how good and clear these pictures are. This museum is mostly all stuffed animals, so these pictures are not actual live animals, but this camera does such of a good job, you can think that these animals are actually real. So if you take a look at some of these pictures, I'm really impressed, especially the one of the pictures right here. If you take a look, I don't know what this is. I don't know what kind of animal it is. It looks like a deer, but I don't know the name of it. But if you take a real good look at this picture, it has, like, if you look at this animal itself, you look real close, you can see the bullet holes where this animal was shot at in this picture alone. And it's really impressive how detailed these pictures are as far as the quality of them. You also see the picture of this polar bear putting his hand down on a sea lion. Is that a sea lion or a seal? One or the other. I may have got them wrong, but hey, I can make that mistake. Everybody. Also, you can see this picture right here of this. I think this is a female lion about to attack some deer. And this is just, when I took the picture, I really couldn't tell how good the quality was as far as the screen. But when I put it on my computer and see how well detailed it was, you can see this really came out to be a really good picture. I also took pictures of this butterfly museum that's built inside the new museum itself. Now, this is a new exhibit, and what gets me is about some of the quality of these pictures that I'm not even a photographer, and I am really impressed by the quality of these pictures. And if you take a look at some of these pictures, you'll be impressed with how detailed these pictures can be as far as the quality of them. And like, if you look at this butterfly right here, you can really be like, man, it's like you can almost touch it. Like how good these pictures are with this camera. That's why I love this camera so much, because if you just look at some of the quality that I'm showing you right now, you can be really impressed by these pictures alone. If you take a look at some of these pictures of the dinosaur, they're just as clear, just as sharp as any other pictures I have took with this camera. Now, that's a look at the picture quality this camera can produce. Now, as you can see, as I saw, this camera can do some really good pictures. Like, these are real detailed pictures, really great looking pictures. I can't complain. That's one of the major things I love about this camera. But now I want to get into some video and show what kind of video this camera can produce as well. Let's go and take a look at this video.
Okay. Oh!
I said.
What?
I think we made a mistake. Okay, I think we're gonna have a little.
Are you impressed with the video as I am? Because that one video I showed you with the snake, that was a really good video as far as what this camera can produce as far as video quality as well. And now, like I said, this camera is a beast of a camera. This is like a miniature size DSLR in your hand. And one of the things I noticed when I was out with this camera is that a lot of people had DSLRs with them. Like I seen a Sony DSLR, I seen Canon, all kinds of things. They had these straps on their backs and things like that. And I just had this one little beast right here in my hand taking pictures that was just as good as a DSLR, and I cannot complain about the picture quality and the video quality of this camera. As far as this review, this is pretty much what I had to show you and show you what a beast this camera is. Now, one of the things I can say about this camera, this is not a cheap camera. This is a $700 camera, so this is pretty expensive for a camera this small. As far as compact, but if you need the quality of a DSLR on the go, you can't go wrong with this camera. But if you don't need the shoe connector, the tiltable screen, the built-in Wi-Fi, NFC, you could also get the RX100, which is pretty much the same thing of a beast as this camera is, for $545, I believe it was, or $600. So I may be wrong, but I'll leave the link below so you can definitely get the price of that camera. As far as this review goes, this is pretty much it for this review. Like you saw, the video quality and the picture quality of this camera. I don't need to say no more. Let me know how you feel about this camera in the comment section below. Also hit the like button, also helps out a lot here. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel. For more content like this, as far as reviews and unboxing, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see some other videos that I've done, check them out right here.